Good morning, YouTube. I'm in downtown Dayton behind the library with a private citizen who's been fighting the city in regards to getting special things that he requires for his disability, but he's been fought over and over again with the city and denied about it, and he's going to see Congressman Mike Turner about this. Your name?
Carl Farley.
Carl Farley. All right, tell me some about your case and what you're trying to get here.
This is a lawsuit filed in the Montgomery County Courts against the city of Dayton. And it states in this writing that I have a visual impairment and this is a type of printing I require for reading.
Okay.
It has been court date and stamped and has been signed by the judge. This is what I get. There's not one thing in there from the courts in a proper format that is readable for me. This was filed by the city to dismiss my case. This is what I received from the courts and signed by the judge, which is nowhere near the format that I requested when I turned my case into the court. Here are 4 copies of federal papers from the federal court building where I have tried to get proper material in large print. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Bye.
And this is very interesting because I don't know why it's such a burden for the city to accommodate
federal.
this. Yeah, federal.
These are federal. The federal law states I am entitled to various types of print, whether it be in a CD, DVD, or various types of print, including Braille. There is none of this in a large print except civil cover sheet.
Yeah, and this print, you can't read this print right here, a blind
United
person.
States District Court, Southern
That's about
District
the
of
only
Ohio.
thing that would be legible for you right there.
Correct.
That's in large print. And this right here, YouTube, how's a blind person supposed to be able to read this kind of legible, print right here? For the average person, they can read it, but for somebody like this gentleman, Mr. Carl Farley?
My eyesight is 200/20 in the left eye with glaucoma and a detached retina. My right eye has no sight with a +4 cataract. So they need to give me what the fuck the law says I'm entitled to. I'm tired of being denied. I'm tired of being humiliated. I'm tired of being denied the right to live in society as a normal human being.
Yep. So how long have you had this case ongoing with the city and the federal courts? For how long have you had this case ongoing?
The city since 2005.
That long? Geez, 10 years.
Federal, I just started and called the FBI in Washington, D.C. I have been in contact with the White House on several occasions over the violations. And it's like nobody gives a shit on any level of government. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, and and I find it funny, how the city or the federal government cannot accommodate you, but yet we're spending money frivolously on reckless shit. Like they just tore down that catwalk above Ludlow Street, which they probably spent $50 to probably $200,000 and then the city acts like they can't accommodate this gentleman on his request. Now, how many different attorneys have you had, and what's your current attorney?
I've had no attorney. I've tried to get attorneys, legal assistance here in the state in Dayton. I have been denied. Oh, it's above our means to prosecute. We can't do it. We can't assist.
What they said they can't prosecute the federal government. Is that what they're saying, or
no,
is that?
I feel that the attorneys in the city of Dayton don't want to deal with my case because I'm suing the city of Dayton and Montgomery County. I'm at the point now where I'm going after the state, and because the state and the city and the county is their bread and butter, they don't want to jeopardize
their own career.
They don't want to jeopardize their careers or the money they get from the city doing public defenders or the volunteer lawyers. They don't want to get involved. I have actually called out of state to file charges just to be told that they would transfer my case back to Ohio. That in itself is not right.
That's
why
very true.
do I want to be tried in a state that is refusing to give me what I require based on the federal government? And the federal government's doing the same thing to me. I'm sick and tired of the abuse.
And I like your shirt. Dayton, Ohio violates Americans with Disabilities Act. And this right here is the acts violated for people that want to look it up YouTube on this. But this is a tragedy that for something that should be so simple, but yet this man has to jump through all these hoops, you know, with the city of Dayton and the federal government and Montgomery County and the state for something that
the law says I'm entitled to.
That the law says he is entitled to under the Americans with Disabilities Act. And yet while the city is just spends money, you know, frivolously on downtown and other stupid shit, yet they can't accommodate this man, with what you need printed off, it shouldn't even cost that much.
No, they would rather push a button and click send rather than sit there and type something and do their fucking job.
Yeah, instead of actually taking 5 minutes to just properly to do the documents.
I mean, it's a shame when the courts cannot supply me what I require. It's federal law that they have to abide by it and give me what I asked for, and I can't even get it in federal court. You know, that's a shame. You know, it got to the point to where I joined an activist group called Anonymous, and I've got more support from a family I've never met. And I mean, it's a shame. No agency. I've dealt with BSVI, I've dealt with ODNJ, I've dealt with Disability Rights in Columbus, and it's bullshit. I shouldn't have to go through the aggravation, let alone the mental and physical, the mental abuse. And I'm tired.
And also, tell me about the problems you've had with Google in regards to them blocking your stuff and what their reasons were on this. And you said one of your videos or one of your pages got like 23,000 views or something?
I've got 23,000 views on Google, 23,894 as of this morning. So by the time I get home, I'm going to break 23,000.
And then this video probably climbed the charts too. And also, is this just a regular post, or was this a video on Google too?
There's videos with Pam Elliott, Turn to 2 News from February the 19th, where they actually filmed,
of this year?
Of 2014.
2014, last year, so a little over a year ago.
Where they've actually filmed violations inside the Montgomery County Courthouse. And it's like, oh, those buttons have always been there on the elevator. For 4 months, August, September, October, November of 2014, I begged Montgomery County Sheriff officers for assistance with an elevator that had nickel-sized buttons on it, no raised lettering, no braille dottage for a visual impairment. And I was laughed at, I was humiliated, and I felt belittled. I mean, and it's bullshit. Even the courts, my lawyer that was with me on that case, who was a public defender, I asked to get me large print from the courts. I was told to shut up, not to ask, because the courts could not provide it. And I just showed you documentation where the courts could not provide me what I asked for.
Yes, that's very true.
And it's not right. It's wrong.
So did Google say specifically why they were trying to block it, but you said they're not blocking you right now, or?
They told me that they were political videos and that they would not okay for posts. So I sent them the WDTN video where it states city and county agencies turning a blind eye to the federal law is the name of the video. It aired February the 19th on WDTN. I have audio recordings with city officials within City Hall.
And did you try posting those?
I have posted them. Some of them they blocked. I told them they had no right to block any videos on YouTube or Google that I post, because I have the validation and the proof to back it up what I'm posting. I mean,
and so they finally stopped fighting you on that?
They stopped fighting me on posting my videos, and I post now what I feel I need to post. A lot of it I don't know how to do. I'm not too computer smart. I use antique equipment to do my videos, and it's hard to transfer them, to load them up, and so on and so forth, but I do my best. You can find me on Google, Carl Farley Jr. at yahoo.com. You can find my Twitter. You can find my YouTube.
And I will do that.
My YouTube, I've only got 97 views. Twitter, I've got a PNC following me. My Google has been my best audience. I will thank Google for that, because I feel Google is a better search engine. It's more of a worldwide thing. And I gotta thank my anonymous mask-wearing family that fight for fucking rights and freedom.
And I certainly wish you the best on getting this case solved, but it's just a shame, you know, that something that should be so simple that you've had to, you know, fight this, I mean, to this degree. And
I've tried to get a police report where 27 officers vandalized my home in a large print so I could pursue federal charges against the officers. The city gave me a blowed up format. Well, actually, they didn't give me no format, regular print. Second time, they take the regular print and they just blew the paper up 3 inches bigger, 9 inches longer. Didn't change the size of the print, so I was unable to get the names of the officers who violated my rights, who put me in a state of panic to pursue charges. And I'm tired of the bullshit. This is my third, back last summer, I was at Congressman Turner's office 9 times over the same issue I'm there today. 2014, I was there for 4 months, every other month, dealing with the same issue from Social Security, who refuses to give me what I require to read based on my visual impairment. I'm tired of the abuse. I'm sick of it, and I'm not putting up with it no more. I'm going to continue to run my mouth and call everybody I could call. We have 100 state representatives. I've contacted all 100 of them over the abuse I've dealt with. The only one who could help, that offered to help me, was Senator Peggy Lehrey. I pronounce it Leary. I know it's not correct. She actually set up the appointment today with Congressman Turner's office. Third year? Yeah, I'm not going down there no 3 or 4 months again, dealing with an issue that should have been took care of the first time I was down there 2 years ago.
all right.
Well, man, I got to go, my friend.
All right, thanks for your time, Carl, and I will be posting this very soon. I'm going inside to post it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man.